Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another post-fight analysis video from last night. UFC 258, the main event. Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns. Champion versus #1 contender. This is the type of fights I like, man. UFC's been spoiling me. Great fights like this, man. Usman, he went in there, had a very rough start against Gilbert Burns, but he was able to crack the code. Got to give Usman a lot of credit here. That's why he's pound for pound best right now. I feel like he went in there and showcased great skill on wobbly legs, foggy head, still kept the IQ, still kept the skill set. But you know what it all came down to in this fight? What am I always talking about? The jab. The jab is the key. The jab is the key. The jab was the key in this fight. Usman, he went in there, just took it back to basics. He said, oh, look, this guy's coming at me full force. He's throwing everything he has. Well, what am I going to do? Go back to this basic jab, just kind of pick him apart, break him down. And that's what he did. Wasn't an easy night, but he made it a short night over Gilbert Burns. Got him out of there in the third round after dropping him with a southpaw jab and finishing him off with ground and pound. Real quick, let's go back and look at the fight, man. I had to take some notes, like I said on the last one, because boxing and UFC at one time. This was a good fight, too. There were just so many good points. So real quick, let's look at this fight round by round, man. First round, Burns, he comes out, putting pressure on Usman. Usman, he's trying to be cautious, just measure Gilbert Burns, look for those openings. But Burns, he comes over the top of the good right hand, cracks Usman on the head with a big right hand, damn near drops him. He's on wobbly legs and hurts him. Usman just kind of stays composed, goes right back to controlling distance. Burns, he tries to lower Usman to the ground because there's a point where he gets onto the ground, he's on his back. But after getting rocked, Usman's like, no, I'm just playing it smart. I'm going to just stay right here. I know I'm the wrestler here, and I could probably maul him and do that. I could, maul him and hurt him on the ground. But no, Usman did smart. He said, my legs are still wobbly, head's still a little foggy, so I'm just staying here and try to recover. I'm going to just kind of work these little kicks to the butt, hit him to the body with some good shots. Burns is just laying on his back, with those kicks, trying to land some little up kicks. But Usman, he's timing nicely with some shots to the chest and to the body. Burns, he's laying on his back. He's starting to look a little uncomfortable because he takes a hard shot to the chest, so he's trying to back up and get back to his feet. So finally, whenever Usman closes in, Burns, he gets back up. When Burns gets back up, he's controlling with his striking from a distance. He's actually landing some nice shots. He lands a nice hard jab that stops Usman in his tracks. So here's why I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, like, he's really hitting Usman with some big shots. Everything he lands looks like it's hurting Usman. I can tell Usman's still on wobbly legs here. Then Burns, he lands a nice 1-2, hurting Usman again. But towards that last part of the round, Usman starts landing a good stiff jab. He's establishing a good stiff jab towards the last minute of the round, and they're knocking Burns back. So he's landing these good shotgun jabs, but it's Burns who's landing like in combinations that's putting Usman on shaky legs several times here. Tough, shaky round for Usman. He started coming back towards the end with those jabs, but I had to give it to Burns. I feel like he landed the better punches and did more damage. Second round, Burns, he put the pressure again, man, with 1-2s. So Usman, he's just sticking out a nice jab. Burns 1-2s, nice stiff jab from Usman. Usman's just playing it cool, landing these good stiff jabs. Not following up yet, but he's landing some nice stiff jabs up the middle. Burns is doing well with his level changes. He's landing strikes. He's throwing some kicks, making Usman have to kind of think as he's resting. But Usman still thinking. He's still thinking. He's trying to figure out that puzzle. Burns cracks him with another right hand. Usman comes back, cracks Burns, and he drops him. Cracks him with the big right hand over the top and drops it. Burns, he gets up, shakes his head like it didn't hurt, but he's hurt. He's definitely hurt here. So Usman, he goes in with some more right hands. Burns is shaky. I thought he was about out here because he really looked hurt. Whereas Usman, he composed himself in the first round. Burns, he's kind of breathing out of his mouth. He's just kind of stepping back. Usman, not jumping on him. He's just systematically breaking him down. He's just continuing to land these good right hands, putting effective pressure on him. Shotgun jabs from Usman. Another shotgun jab from Usman drops Burns. Burns gets back up. Usman's just taking his time, looking for more openings, taking him into deep waters, fighting well off a nice jab. Second round, Usman definitely won. Much better round. Good jabs. Nice, solid jabs from Usman throughout that round. He just controlled it, systematically breaking him down. Third round, Usman, he opens up. He's just kind of measuring the distance, opening seconds, switches to the southpaw, lands a beautiful southpaw jab, shotgun right hand down the middle, drops Burns. Burns hits the canvas. Usman lands another hard hammer right. Right as he falls, he comes down with that hard right hand, bounces Burns' head off the canvas and just starts unloading. unloading on him. Burns looks to try to finish and survive, but Usman, he just won't let up. He's letting go. He's letting the ground and pound go, and Herb Dean stops. I was just like, wow. That was like great opening to the third round. Great way to finish it. I mean, Usman knew that Gilbert Burns was a sitting duck in that second round, so he said, let me go ahead and finish this off. Let's not make 2 more rounds of trouble for myself. So he switched to southpaw, set up that nice shotgun jab from the southpaw stance, dropped Burns, dropped him hard. And when he dropped it, he just came down with that hard hammer fist. And the way Gilbert Burns' head bounced off that canvas, I was like, damn. Bounced off the canvas, then Usman just let that ground and pound go. Herb Dean had to step in and stop it. Great fight all around, man. I was just really impressed with Usman, his game plan, and just how he was able to keep a clear head and still think after getting rocked. You know, that's how you showcase that, like, now like they call this, like, educated heart. You know, it's educated heart under some relentless pressure from a guy like Gilbert Burns. You know, great work from Usman in this fight, but it all came back to that one basic thing, the jab. The jab really controlled this fight for Usman. Whenever he said, okay, this guy's coming at me with guns blazing, I'm gonna just come back, pick him apart with this one jab. Let me just keep slamming this jab in his face, and something else will come along. And it did. Gilbert Burns just kept expecting that left jab coming. So beginning of the beginning of the third round, he came into the southpaw stance, shotgun right jab, drops him. And it just seemed like from the second round on, everything that Usman was landing was hurting Gilbert Burns. Everything he would land, like those stiff jabs up the middle, overhand rights, everything was dropping him, everything was hurting him. Solid performance, solid third round stoppage for Usman. Man, from here, I definitely got to say Usman, he's pound for pound. He's definitely pound for pound. From here, he wants to fight Jorge Masvidal again, and I mean, I have no problem with that. I think he really wants to showcase his striking and his wrestling again in this fight, and he really wants to break Jorge Masvidal on even playing field. Because, you know, Jorge's been talking a lot of junk. You know, he's been making excuses saying he took the fight on short notice, which he did. But Usman said, hey, get you a full training camp, get your ass back in here. You know what I mean? He's like, get your ass back in here. I'll give you a full training camp. I'll give you another shot. And that's what I like to hear, man. I don't care. You know, guys, they won once, they like to run it back. He's like, I don't care. I want to fight you again. And I'll fight at you on an even playing field. So got to give him a lot of credit for that. If that's the next fight Usman wants, that's the next fight he should get. From here, man, for Gilbert Burns, just go back to the drawing board. You know, I kind of felt bad for him. He was crying a lot in there. You know, he really felt bad. But, you know, that's how it goes, man. I know he was talking a lot of trash, too, about Usman. You know, there's a lot of tension here. He felt like he could do it. But there's levels to this game. You know, they may have sparred before, but your wants got to be there at the same time your skill set and your IQ. Usman just took him to some places he's never been before. You know, he just took him some places he's never been before. And Gilbert Burns, you know, now that he's back from those places he's never been before, he can say, I know how to prepare for this next time. I know how to prepare for this next time. So from here, Gilbert Burns versus Colby Covington might be interesting, but man, I could see Colby winning that fight. I don't like Colby, but I think Colby could probably win that fight too, but we'll see. Just go back to the drawing board and work Gilbert Burns, but shout out to the champ Usman, pound for pound best. Let me know, guys, what y'all thought of the fight. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.